Hi, hello, my name is Apple and I have a confession to make. I have never seen a single Studio Ghibli movie. What? How can that be? I know it's dramatic shit, but it's true. I've never seen a single Studio Ghibli movie. But that changes today. In this video, I'm gonna be watching 3 movies from Studio Ghibli. Ghibli? I don't fucking know. But yeah, I'm gonna be watching 3 movies from that studio and I'm just gonna share with you my first impressions, my thoughts, like I don't know, maybe my whole world gets changed. Who knows? If you want to see that happen, keep on watching. So here's the thing, right? I know of Studio Ghibli. A lot of people talk about them. I've seen many Tumblr posts, video essays made about Studio Ghibli movies and stuff like that. So I have spent I don't know how many years just kind of avoiding them. Like not really I don't really go out of my way not to watch it. It's not like a hard thing to do. Like it's easy not to do stuff. There are tons of people who've never seen Game of Thrones. There are so many people who've never seen Harry Potter. Like I haven't done it because I haven't done it, you know? But I do have a reason not to do it, and the reason is, here's a mini story time, right? I was watching Disney Channel at the time, and you know how Disney Channel has that very specific look. It's very bright and it just looks glossed over, you know what I mean? And then it went into commercial and there was this scene with an old lady in a purple cape. Her head was big and she was this big, and to go from clean Disney to that, and I was like, what just happened? I don't know what's going on. And after the spot ended, they mentioned the name of the movie. They said, I watched Spirited Away soon or something like that, right? And I just remember that scene, that old lady, just remember being so freaked out, yeah, no thanks, no thank you, I don't want to watch that ever. So yeah, I still am pretty freaked out by it, honestly. I know that seems so silly, why avoid a whole animation studio's work just because of that one experience? I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, I'm still not gonna watch Spirited Away in this video actually, but yeah. I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know. So something about me is that I primarily watch movies made by Hollywood, right? I know my Asian ancestors are bitch. I'm just saying that I am more used to the Hollywood, right? They have a very specific way of storytelling, I think. At least the movies that I've seen, that's how it goes. I am someone who just likes to enjoy movies. I enjoy discussing them. I like to think about them. I like to look at them critically if I feel like it. But mostly I just like to enjoy movies. So I don't care how cerebral a movie is. I don't care how clever it is. I don't care. If I don't like it, then I don't like it. And I don't care if a movie seems dumb to to the filmmakers and the film majors, to the critics of the world, if I enjoy a movie, then I enjoy a movie. I don't care. All that to say that I just like to like movies. I don't go into movies to criticize them. I just want to enjoy them. So I noticed that Hollywood has a very specific way of telling stories, it goes beginning, escalation, climax, then resolution. Based off of what I see, what I've been told about Studio Ghibli, I kind of get this vibe that it's gonna be a different experience altogether. I think that it's gonna be more, I don't want to say detached because it sounds negative. It sounds like a bad thing. I'm trying to say you know how Hollywood, it feels very immersive. It feels like you're getting dunked right into the story, or it feels like you're kind of forced to look at things from the point of view of the main characters or something like that, you know what I mean? I feel with Studio Ghibli, the way that they're gonna tell the story, it's gonna feel like you're just watching the story unfold instead of feeling like you're in it, you know what I mean? I might be wrong. I'm totally open to being wrong. I like to just kind of gauge the vibe, I guess. So where Hollywood feels like you're on a train and it's just kind of chugging along to reach to the destination, to the end, I'm guessing that Studio Ghibli is more you're on a boat, on a river, with tangerine trees and marmalade skies. I mean, it's just gonna be a more relaxed vibe, there's still gonna be a progression, there's still gonna be a climax, there's still gonna be tension and all that is just a little bit more relaxed kind of storytelling, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's just the vibe that I got, and I can't wait to see how that plays out. So I'm gonna be watching 3 movies. They are Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, and Kiki's Delivery Service. I'm going to be sharing like my thoughts and my first impressions and all that, and I was thinking of having like a rating system, but I'm very bad at I struggle talking normally, so I don't think I'm gonna do a very good job of like giving critical analysis of the movie or anything like that. I'm just gonna tell you what I got from it, how it made me feel, you know, and no rating system. I think it's just gonna be like a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm just being like completely honest with you right now. That's what we're in for in this video. So yeah, let's get to the first movie. Let's go! So the first Studio Ghibli movie that I'm gonna be watching is Princess Mononoke. Princess Mononoke, am I saying that right? Sorry if I'm not. Am I even saying Studio Ghibli right? Because I heard D'Angelo Wallace say it as Ghibli. I don't know, I might be wrong, I'm sorry. Anyway, I decided to watch Princess Mononoke first because I have heard this soundtrack and I love the soundtrack. Oh my god, the feelings I feel for this soundtrack, I cannot even begin to explain to you. And I know that might seem strange, like how have you heard the soundtrack but I've never seen the movie? Basically, I do this thing called song surfing, and I was song surfing on YouTube. How I do it is I just start randomly somewhere, you know, when YouTube recommends you music and then you just kind of follow the recommended section. And at the time, lo-fi music was gaining popularity. Eventually, I was led to music from Studio Ghibli and stuff like that, and then I saw that there was a video with the word soundtrack in it, and I do enjoy listening to soundtracks, so I was interested. I clicked on it. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm not sure if I'm remembering correctly. I think the composer's name is Joe Hisaishi. I might be wrong. Oh my god, I would be so embarrassed if I'm wrong. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that soundtrack, like, oh my god, Mr. H, sir, all the good things the world has to offer, I hope you get all of it. You know, all the good vibes, all the good luck, like, you deserve all of it. I will move heaven and earth to give you anything you ask for. Oh my god, I love that soundtrack so much. Oh, the violins, the drums, it's so beautiful. And the reason why I decided to go for Princess Mononoke first, I just kind of want to see how the soundtrack plays into the movie. I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna watch the movie now. I'll see you in like, what, 2 hours? I bet it's gonna be 2 hours. I bet it's gonna be 2 hours. It feels like a 2-hour movie. It's okay. I'm down. Yeah, and I'll see you in 2 hours. Yep, it was 2 hours. Wow. Okay. I was warned about this movie being a bit of a slow one, but it certainly didn't feel like it. Oh, it's raining. Sorry. Anyway, so apparently it's pronounced Ghibli, so I mean, it's kind of weird, but it's like GIF and GIF all over again. But if Hayao Miyazaki says it's Ghibli, then I'll say Ghibli. I'll get used to it. Anyways, I'm not really sure what to take away from this movie, and I'm very bad at reviewing stuff in general, so I don't know why I thought this video was a good idea. But yeah, I'm just gonna tell you my first impressions and like my favorite moments and stuff like that. I did write some stuff down, so maybe that will help. Right, of course. The first thing I wrote down was the soundtrack, especially in the beginning. Oh my god, the intro, and also when Ashitaka rides off away from his... It's raining. When Ashitaka rides off away from the village. Oh my god, so good, so good. Anyway, and then I was surprised because when you think Studio Ghibli, right, you think cute and wholesome and stuff, you know, but there were like some like holy shit moments. For example, like arms getting ripped off of people's bodies and like heads getting severed off. Like holy shit, I did not expect that. That's interesting. There were some funny moments, and there were a lot of good lines from this movie as well, and this was all in like the first 20 minutes of the movie. And oh right, the little tree spirits, all so cute. I don't know if they're meant to be like scary, but I certainly found them adorable. And also, oh my god, there was this one scene, god damn, there was a scene where Son sucked blood out of the wolf's like neck. I was like, okay, listen. I have female reproductive organs, right? Gone through puberty, I've done the whole thing, okay? So like my reaction to blood is like, it's kind of like someone who has experienced frequent nosebleeds, right? I see it as more of an inconvenience. I'm like, ah, shit, I gotta deal with this now, you know? Even I watched that scene and I was like, because why? Ugh, gross. Anyway, yeah. And then the next thing I wrote was, I guess pretty privileged fetish is real. I'm not gonna elaborate on that. Anyway, I also wrote that I didn't feel like any of the scenes were unnecessary. Like, yeah, it is 2 hours long, but I didn't feel it at all. You know, like sometimes when you watch movies and then you're like, why was this scene in here? Like, I didn't feel that at all with this movie. All the scenes felt necessary. All the scenes felt like it was to like help progress the story in some way, and that's a good thing. And oh, here's a negative that I wrote down. Like, why did the antagonist have a British accent? Like, was that really necessary? Like, I get what they were doing, I see what they were trying to do, but honestly it kind of annoyed me, but doesn't matter. That's just like a minor thing, and like, who cares, right? And yeah, like I said, I don't really know what to take away from this. If you were to be following the story from San's point of view, it would be like, oh, to embrace your humanity, I guess, to accept that you're human and that's okay. You know, as far removed as you are from your humanity, it will never remove you from the very fact that you are human. That's fine. I get that. If you were to be following it from like Ashitaka's story, I guess he gives me very like Aang from Avatar vibes. He's just like, yeah, you're my friend. You're my friend. I'll be friendly to you. It's my word and I'll keep it. You know, like I don't get him. Like, I don't understand. Anyway, I also don't understand Lady Eboshi. Like, she's supposed to be the antagonist, right? So like, am I supposed to hate her? I don't understand. Like, okay, at least like there's a lot to think about with this movie, you know, but I do know that the undercurrent of this movie is all about like environmentalism, right? So my solid takeaway from this movie is that you should just respect the planet, respect nature, you know, stay in your lane, humans. Very good message. And yeah, I think that more kids should watch this movie. Well, asterisk on the kids, I think maybe on the older end of kids, because, you know, dismemberment, so not great. But you know, when they can handle that, maybe they should watch this movie, because it might inspire a whole new generation of environmentalists, and we need more of those. Yeah, like I said, I don't really, the whole story and like the whole lesson, I suppose, is not exactly cut and dry, which is different, but it certainly is not a bad movie, and I did enjoy it, so it gets a thumbs up from me. And yeah, that's all I have to say. That's all I can think to say anyway. Yeah, that's all I got. Anyway, well, I guess it's time to move on to the next movie now. So cool, I gotta stop winking. Anyway, see you. What did I just say? Okay, oh, this is my blue elephant. Say hi. Whatever. Anyway, cool, bye. What up? So unfortunately my mic's busted, so the audio is gonna be messed up from now on, unless I get it fixed before I see the next movie. Any hoozles, we are at movie number 2 now, which is Howl's Moving Castle. Backstory, I have read the book actually, but I was like, what, 15 maybe? Somebody recommended it to me, and my story with the story is that I hated it. I'm not gonna lie. I remember just being okay with the story, just following along, and because I was at that age where I was like, oh, it's kind of romantic, but I was also super cynical. So every time that they would drop hints that they would end up together, I was like, no, it's not gonna happen. It's fine. Everything's fine. I was in denial the whole time. I was like, nope, not gonna happen. They're not gonna end up together. They're just not gonna end up together. Then you guess what happened. Just guess. Guess what happened. They end up together. I know. I was devastated. Like, how could you betray me like this? I remember just being like so upset. I put the book down. I was like, oh. then yeah, I don't remember the book fondly is what I'm trying to say. I did finish the book. They end up together. Yawn. Big fucking deal. So yeah, just wanted to tell you that I am familiar with the book, but I've never seen the movie. I hear that the movie does stray a bit of a ways away from the source material. I'm not sure how far away. I'm trying to say that I'm hoping that they don't end up together, but we'll see. And another thing, I also know that I've seen people simp over Pendragon. That's what I called him, the wizard Howl. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. I'll see what all the fuss is about. So I'll let you know how I feel. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Howl's Moving Castle next. Let's go. So it actually took a few days because I just didn't feel like watching a movie. Actually I didn't do anything for those few days, and I don't like me when I'm like that, but it's fine. I did watch it yesterday though, and here are some reaction clips. I'm watching the movie right now and I said "aww" like 5 times now. Oh my god, is that Calcifer? So cute! It's Calcifer! He looks so much cuter. I imagined him as a demon, like with the horns. Calcifer, you look so cute. There's Howl again. I don't get it. I am very confused right now. Do I like him? Oh, cute. He's feeding Calcifer the eggshells. That's so adorable. Sophie just said that she loves him. I'm disappointed once again. Ugh, of course. They're gonna end up together. Damn it. Oh, I hate it. I'm watching them, be together and I feel nothing. Ugh. Look at them. Blah. Blah. Just blah. Ew. Ugh. I decided to just hold the mic because this is my attempt to have like some kind of consistent sound, but you never know. I still have to deal with like background noise and stuff, so I do apologize. Anyway, let's get into it. So maybe like the things to address first. Wizard Howl. I get it. I see it. I understand. I totally understand. Anyway, let's get into my thoughts and stuff. So right off the bat, I like that they dive right into the story. I feel like I don't trust my memory of the book. Not really, but it was a little bit slow in the beginning. Actually, it was just a bit slow in general, I think, but don't hold me to that because like I said, I don't really trust my memory of the book. Yeah, but I like that they like just dive right in, and I also like that Ingrid looks a lot better than I imagined. I love it. When I read the book, I remember feeling so sad that Sophie got cursed by the Wicked Witch of the Waste, because as far as I recall, she didn't really do anything wrong. Like, why did that have to happen to her? And then having to see it with my own eyes, just like, I don't know, it just made me so sad. Anyway, yeah, I hated the Wicked Witch of the Waste, both on screen and in the book. There was nothing lost there. I hated both of them. Anyway, here are my thoughts on Pendragon, right? I hated him in the book, honestly. Like, he would throw tantrums and shit, and I was like, he's such a whiny little bitch. I hated him in the book. But yeah, I get it. Movie Howl, I get it. Anyway, there was this tantrum scene, right? Which is in the movie as well, where Sophie had shifted his powders and stuff, and then he just like bursts out of the room and he's like, Sophie, what did you do to my stuff? And then like his hair darkened by like a shade. Like, it was dumb. I was like, why are you being such a little bitch about it? Like, ugh. And also he was doing all of that just to creep on girls, so obviously I was like, no thanks. Like, I hate him. Yeah, like this, I wrote in the side column, I was like, I'm so confused because I have no idea what are my feelings for Pendragon, because I don't understand them. Like, do I like him? He's still a creep, no? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna try not to point out all the differences between the book and the movie too much, because like I said, it was a long time ago, so I don't really remember what went down in the book. But I remember that the apprentice, his name was Michael, no? And he was a lot older, because I remember he had a thing with Sophie's sister. Like, he was very taken by her. And then when I watched the movie, I was like, who's this little boy? Like, what are you doing here? But yeah, I wrote down like Michael is Markle in the movie, I guess. But yeah, and I wrote down, so yeah, the movie is different from the book. I have hope. But yeah, Markle is adorable. I love him. Like, he's so cute. Anywho, and of course, I have only good things to say about the score. Oh my god. Of course, it was Mr. Joe Hisaishi who did it. Like, maybe this, I don't know if he's gonna be in charge of the soundtrack for Kiki's delivery service, but I am afraid that this video might just be like me simping over Mr. Hisaishi. I'm totally okay with that. I'm not trying to be dramatic or anything, but I love him. He's, the soundtrack, the score of the movie, so good. Just, anyway. So I wrote down, it seems that the movie has things to say about war, obviously, because I don't remember it being so prominent in the book. So obviously the movie has something to say about war, and I don't really have much to say about it, but it is at least noteworthy. Like, obviously I'm anti-war. Like, that's such like a duh statement, right? Like, why would you be pro-war? That just makes you an idiot. Anyway, and I wrote down something that I saw in a scene where Sophie was like, that tantrum that Pendragon had, oh my god, god, it was so annoying. Even in the movie it was kind of annoying. So she was like such drama. I was like, Sophie, you queen, I love her. Anyway, yeah, so let me try to tell you succinctly all my thoughts about the movie. I love the colors, the visuals, very vibrant colors. It's beautiful. The characters are adorable, at least the ones that I found adorable, like the dog, Solomon's dog, so cute. And I like that they made the Scarecrow its own character. And another thing about that is that I like that the characters seem to have their own agency. You can't really say that much about most movies because it seems like every side character is just acting for the protagonist, if that makes sense. But no, this one they seem to have their own will and like do their own thing, which is great. And let me see, what else did I write? One more thing from the book is that in the movie they took out the whole real world stuff. If you didn't know, Howl Jenkins is actually from Wales, I think, and he's actually from our reality. And then they took all that real world stuff out, which makes sense because I feel like it would like disrupt the tone of the movie too much, so that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, I found that, I don't know, I think that I enjoy the movie a lot more than the book, and that's a big deal because I never say that. But yeah, I definitely prefer the movie. I never thought I'd say that ever, but yeah, I do enjoy the movie a lot more. I laughed a lot more. I just enjoyed it a lot more. There were, of course, a few things that I didn't enjoy about the movie. You know, Sophie and Pendragon ending up together, because of course they did. I think the reason why I was like rooting against them is because it's like so cliche, like, oh, she's the different one, you know, she doesn't think of herself as pretty, she doesn't think of herself as very interesting and stuff like that, you know, she's like kind of snarky and, you know, that kind of character. And then Howl is this playboy, bad boy, whatever, he likes her but he doesn't say it. I'm like, they're gonna end up together, of course they are. Like, it's just so cliche. I hated it, and I just was like, please don't end up together. And then they did end up together, because of course they did. I hate it. I'm still upset. Whatever, I'm gonna allow myself to be upset about it, even though it's been 8 years. It's fine, I'm allowed to be upset about it because I say so. Anyway, other than that, I don't really have that many negative things to say about the movie. I like it. I like the movie as its own thing. I think that even if I hadn't read the book, I would still enjoy it. I probably wouldn't be that upset about Sophie and Pendragon because it just, I don't know, probably would have made sense. But that whole thing about the Scarecrow being the missing prince, like, so you're telling me that Sophie, who is his true love, ended up, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I have so many more good things to say about the movie than bad things, so it's all good. The movie gets a thumbs up from me, for sure. Oh my god, it's so good. The very fact that I preferred the movie over the book, of course it's gonna get a thumbs up from me. So yeah, I guess those are my thoughts. I guess it's time to get into the last movie of the video. Let's get into that now. Great. My face is just perpetually shiny. I never have to put highlight if I don't want to, because look at that. I guess that's like my only flex. I don't know. Okay, so final movie we're gonna get into in this video is Kiki's Delivery Service. So unlike the first two movies, I really don't know anything about this movie. I don't know the plot. I've never heard the soundtrack. I've probably seen like a few scenes here and there, but nothing concrete. I do know that there's this cat named Gigi in it, and I cannot wait to see Gigi. There's this video that I saw someone painting with gouache. I still don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm assuming that it's just like wash with a G, so it's like gouache. I might be wrong. Anyway, so I saw someone paint this gouache painting of a Studio Ghibli scene. Oh my god. And Gigi was in it, and I thought that Gigi was so adorable. I don't know what it is about like people and painting and Studio Ghibli and stuff. Like, I don't know, I guess they just make very pretty things that inspire people to paint and stuff. But yeah, I just want to see Gigi. Can't wait. I guess that's like my main motivation to see this movie. It's not. Another reason I wanted to watch this movie is because it's someone's favorite movie, and I thought that it would add to my viewing experience to try to like see what it is about this movie that they like. But you know, that's just for me. Yeah, so I'm gonna watch the movie now, and I'll let you know what I like about it. We're like 2 movies in right now, so I think you know what we're in for. I'll see you in another 2 hours. Sure. Bye. Alright, finally doing the final thing for this video, thank goodness. You can't tell, but it's blue liner. Like, you can't tell, it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. for reasons, but yeah, I'm just gonna give you my quick review, first impressions thing. Like I said, we've done this twice now in this video. You know the drill. Let's get into it. I wrote some stuff down, of course I did. So here are my thoughts. So the first thing I wrote was, what? Gigi talks? I didn't see that coming. I really didn't. I don't know, like, it seems very Disney. But then again, a lot of weirder things have happened on Studio Ghibli other than talking cats. First thing I noticed was the beautiful vast fields. I like that they show the oceans a lot because I love oceans and I love very pretty open fields. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a fan. Yeah, and I feel like it's a consistent thing with Studio Ghibli to have like very beautiful visuals. I don't know, they're just very gorgeous, all of them. Well, the ones that I've seen. I wrote a couple times down, Gigi is adorable. I would love my own Gigi, just have like a little cat just resting on my shoulder. I mean, how cool would that be? I want my own Gigi. And then at the end of the movie, there's like a mini Gigi or Miji. I would love one, my own little Gigi. Anyway, at first I thought it was about coming of age, you know, being so excited to enter into the next phase of your life, and then when you reach that phase and then you're like, oh, it's not what you imagined it to be, and you realize that you don't have things figured out, but then again you didn't know that you had to have it figured out, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'll get to that. And I wrote down that Kiki is so excited about everything, it's cute, but I'm definitely more like Gigi. I wrote down that Tombow kid, not a fan. I don't know what it is about, like, I love the girls in the Studio Ghibli movies. Like, San, love her. I also like Sophie from House Moving Castle. I love Kiki, but like the boys, oh my god, not a fan of them. Like, you deserve better, queens. Oh my god, please get it together. Anyway, yeah, and that part of the movie where she got hit by that gust of wind, and I was like, life keeps throwing curveballs at her. Yeah, it's probably about growing up. And another thing was I kept saying "aww." I just like so many things to say "aww" about. Just there is a negative. The score, not my favorite. It still has its moments. I like the one where she was flying in the rain. I like the one near the end. I'm not really sure what it is, but the one where she was caught in the rain, it reminded me of Ratatouille for some reason. I really liked it. But yeah, in terms of like, of all three, I wouldn't say that Kiki's Delivery Service is my favorite. Definitely Princess Mononoke. Oh my god. Beautiful. Oh, so good. Anyway, and another thing I wrote down that Kiki goes out of her way to go above and beyond for other people. I used to relate to that. I no longer do, and I'm proud of it. Yeah, I hope she outgrows that because people aren't always worth it. But then again, this world seems a bit more idealized. People aren't always terrible, which is nice. So maybe she doesn't have to outgrow it, you know? Maybe she has a place, which is lovely. Anyway, the amount of times I wrote, I want my own Gigi. Oh, okay, so when they were on that beach, what I like is that even during the quieter moments, when there's like not much going on, there's still something to enjoy. And I love that Studio Ghibli isn't afraid of silence. I feel like if any other movie were to do that, it would feel like a bit awkward. But I don't know how they managed to do that and still have it be like natural and beautiful and just something to enjoy, you know? And then I was like, oh my gosh, she's losing her powers, no! It was that point where I realized that this movie is about slowly losing your enthusiasm for something, like just kind of wallowing in the sadness of not being excited about something that used to bring you so much joy, or, you know, used to bring you so much out of life, and then all of a sudden gone, and then you're like, you find yourself not really being able to enjoy life as much. I mean, you're still living and stuff like that, but things are just not as exciting anymore, and I understand. I relate to that. That's sucky. I relate to that because when I was trying so hard to like make music and stuff, and sometimes I would like be so deep into it, and then I don't even like listen to new music or anything. There are times when like I'm not even sure if I like music anymore, you know? And that's like a really scary thought to have. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really do it the way that the movie suggests, to just like kind of rest on it and trust that it comes back to you, because I don't know if it does. I'm just so afraid of losing it, but I don't know. It gives me something to think about. So thank you for that, Kiki's Delivery Service. I appreciate it. Yeah, so just like losing excitement for something that makes you feel special, I relate to that. Anyway, that whole like theme hits me right in the feels. I also like that she doesn't get it back right away, you know? The broom is still like sputtering and like it's breaking down and stuff, like it's a car, you know, halting and stuff. I like that they didn't just like give it back to her. And then the last thing that I wrote for the movie, I really like the epilogue actually. I think it's because I'm not really sure why, possibly because of the way that the movie looks, because it feels like this old anime that I used to watch. There were a whole bunch of animes that I used to have access to. There was this one about this young girl and young guy who had to like adopt a baby or something. I don't know what that's about. And also there was this one show called Hamtaro about hamsters. They were so adorable. Anyway, because of the oceans, I'm guessing, it reminds me of this anime that I used to be so fascinated by. They used to play the closing credits and stuff like that, right? And so they would show the girl standing on top of the whale and like waving at this boat and stuff. I was always like, how are you not falling off? And she was standing on the whale in clogs. Wouldn't that like affect her I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. The aesthetic of this movie hit me in the nostalgia. That's definitely a win in my book. So yeah, for all of those reasons, Kiki's Delivery Service gets a thumbs up from me. Cool beans. So now it's time for final thoughts and closing statements, I guess, on my first time watching Studio Ghibli movies. So I have my thoughts on the Notes app on my laptop, so I might have to like turn this way to read what I wrote, so sorry about that. But yeah, let's get into it. My thoughts on Studio Ghibli. So, right off the bat, I love that I think this is because I watched Princess Mononoke. I like that they have like very nuanced stories. I'm not sure if I'm using that word right. You know, like there are like no evil characters. I mean, like usually there'll be like good and bad, right? And I don't see that. Like in Princess Mononoke, Lady Eboshi, she was an antagonist, but she was more of a gray character, you know? She did good things, you know? She treated the lepers and the girls who would have been sex workers. She treated them very well, gave them a place to contribute. Like that's a good thing, you know? You can't just like take it away from her. I don't know. It's very gray anyway. And then in Howl's Moving Castle, you want to hate the Wicked Witch of the Waste, and I do, but even she's treated fairly by Sophie. I wouldn't have, but she did, and I think that's something to say as well. And then in Kiki's Delivery Service, it wasn't so much an antagonist, it was just like something that happens in all of us. You know, sometimes you just run out of steam and there's nothing to fight, there's nothing to rebel against, really. It's just a thing that happens. And I think that's interesting, you know, bad things just happen. And that's a better lesson to learn, in my opinion, than evil is something to take down and conquer. Because the inconvenient truth is, people are people and they shouldn't be treated as a means to your end, you know, to you like solidifying your morality or something. As sucky as it is that the people did bad things, they're still their own people, and you shouldn't, you know, use them to make yourself feel better. Let's say like, you know, like in heroes' journeys and stuff, they see the villain as something to take down, someone to defeat and stuff, but you know, the next day the villain will just wake up, and then where do they go from there? There's always more show. BoJack Horseman reference, by the way. Anyway, like for example, in our reality, right? You're not a better person if you cancel someone worse, you know? Like you shouldn't use that as a way to like, you know, uplift yourself. It doesn't make you any better of a person if you cancel someone or if you join in on the cancellation. People are people, and the best that you can hope for in this reality, in this timeline anyway, is that the people who did the bad things, they choose not to do those things anymore or can't cause harm anymore, you know? You can't really like make them good. I don't know. In this reality, we don't have the option of like happily ever after or peace has been restored or all is well again, because that's not how things work. And I like that Studio Ghibli doesn't really pander to the whole like light and dark, good and bad. Everyone is their own person, and everyone is treated as their own person who can choose to do good and can choose to do bad and are given the chance to like do better. I don't know. Like, I like it, but it also bums me out. So thanks, Miyazaki. I hate it. I always knew, but it still sucks to think about anyway. And then another thing that I like about them is that I just love the aesthetic. Very vibrant colors. I could stare at them forever. So the next thing is, I'm pretty sure I've seen people like compare them to other animation studios. That's so unfair. I saw someone compare them to like Disney. Like, what? Prior to this video, I've never seen a Studio Ghibli movie, and even I would like disagree. I don't think they're anything alike. Anyway, they both make feel-good movies, and they both make movies that would like appeal to children, but I don't know, Studio Ghibli, I feel like it has more to offer. Well, not more, it's just like different things. It's like, come on, we can all exist in the same space. Like, why do we need to compare them? It's like, what? And I also have this idea to make this video about the different animation studios, so I was gonna call it the War of the 5 Animation Studios. That's a reference to Game of Thrones. Anyway, yeah, I just don't think that it's fair to compare Studio Ghibli to Disney, or even Pixar, or Leica, or DreamWorks. Like, they're all their own entities, you know? Anyway, and I think there's something to be said about how even before watching these movies, I knew so much about them, and I could gauge their vibe and stuff. I knew that I was in for pretty and peaceful and calming and all those nice things. And I also saw like a whole bunch of people with like Totoro keychains, so certainly they've made an impact, you know, even for someone like me who's never seen it, to know so much about them and like know how they make people feel. That's something admirable, I think. And I think that even though I've only ever seen like 3 movies of theirs, I think it's safe to say that the admiration that they receive from people, it's well deserved. Then I wanted to circle back to my predictions in the beginning. I was kind of right about their storytelling. So what's interesting is that Studio Ghibli doesn't really like depend on fast pacing and, you know, that thing that Hollywood does, make you like hyper empathize with a character. I feel like Studio Ghibli doesn't do that, and their stories are still as compelling and sincere and still evoke emotional depth. And they do all of that even in their slower moments. And I don't know, Hollywood just seems anxious in comparison. No shade to Hollywood, I appreciate both, you know. So in conclusion, I had a lovely time. I don't know if I'll watch the others, but I think it's a safe bet to say that I'll probably enjoy those too. All in all, Studio Ghibli is amazing, and yeah. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Studio Ghibli as someone who's never seen a single Studio Ghibli movie. I don't know if I don't think I'll watch Spirited Away anytime soon. I really don't. If you want me to make like a dedicated video reacting to the movie, I'll think about it. I can't even say that I'll do it. I was thinking about saying, yeah, if you want me to do it, I'll do it, but like, I'm still like hesitant. I don't know. I don't want to do it. But yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know which Studio Ghibli movies are your favorites. How do you pronounce it? Ghibli, Ghibli, hard G, soft G? You let me know. Can we like come to like a standard and we just say Ghibli or Ghibli? Let's not have it be another GIF or GIF thing, okay? Anyway, let me know your thoughts on Studio Ghibli movies down in the comments below. If you want me to do another video like this, you let me know what movies you want to watch for the first time. Yeah, that's all I have. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you again. Bye. Oh my god, this video is gonna be a beast to edit, isn't it? Sorry, future me. I love you.